Hello and welcome to Louise Singleton Creations. Today I have a super quick video for you because I had a brand new mould from Moulds and Shapes that I was absolutely dying to try out, and just wait until you see the results. I will be filling my new pillar mould with forget-me-nots and epoxy resin. If you want to see how it turns out, stay tuned and enjoy the video. When I received a surprise package of moulds from Moulds and Shapes, I was very surprised, not only because I wasn't expecting the package, but because of what was in it. Moulds and Shapes make wonderful high quality moulds, and I have a huge collection, but they're usually tray moulds or coaster stand moulds, all those kind of things, but not the taller, larger 3D moulds. So these new moulds will be launched today, and that's why there's an unexpected video from me today. I normally post only on Sundays. So let's get on with the project. At the time of receiving the mould, it was spring and my garden was full of forget-me-nots, which I absolutely adore. So I picked some and I dried them in Wise Dry silica sand. After about a week, they were nicely dried and I couldn't wait to start casting them in resin in my new pillar mould. I could see from looking inside the mould that it was going to be a good one, but until you actually see the resin come out of it, you never really know, do you? I hadn't seen a photograph, so I really couldn't wait to get started. Anyway, what you can see me doing now is arranging all my forget-me-nots into a bunch so that there's some at the top, some in the middle and some near the bottom, and we've got a nice even distribution inside of the mould. And then once I got them into a bunch that I was happy with, I clipped them together with a bulldog clip at the end. And next it was time to add my resin. I've already mixed it up. I didn't show the mixing of it, but it's deep pour resin from Let's Resin. So I mixed it up for about 2 minutes and then poured it in. And once I'd finished pouring it in, I needed to secure the flowers so that they wouldn't float up. So I took 2 lollipop sticks and kind of wedged the flowers between the 2 lollipop sticks, and again used bulldog clips to hold those together, and hoped that that would be enough weight to keep the flowers from floating upwards. So that was very quick and easy and simple, and all I needed to do next was leave it to cure. I actually put mine into my pressure pot because it makes all the difference. Even though deep pour resin is really brilliant and it degasses all by itself, and you get a really good result, if you've got a pressure pot, I would definitely recommend using it because it makes it even more clear. So yeah, I used mine. But the thing is, when you use a pressure pot, it pushes down all the bubbles in there so that they're naked to the eye, you can't see them. And by pushing down all those bubbles, you lose some of the volume and you end up with a little bit of a gap at the top. And that's good because what I wanted to do was add some UV resin with glitter in, just to give it some sparkle at the bottom, because it really makes a big difference, which you will see soon. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself now and telling you things in the wrong order. I've cured it for 2 days. It's out of the pressure pot. I've removed the sticks and the bulldog clips, and I've trimmed down all the ends of the stems. And now I'm going to add the UV resin and glitter. So the glitter I'm using is chunky white glitter from Resin Pro, and the UV resin I'm using is Jade Dixon's low viscosity UV resin. I just mixed them up in a little silicone pot. I wasn't sure whether it would be enough, but you can always add to it, can't you? And then gave it a good mix and poured it in, then cured it. And then it was time to take it out of the mould. I took off the mould support, which worked very well at making it keep its shape. I like the mould support. And then I needed to use a little bit of water to help it. I didn't want to turn the mould inside out. I prefer to avoid doing that as much as possible because it can damage the mould. Sometimes you have to with some moulds, don't you? But with this one, I didn't want to try turning it inside out. So I just added a little bit of water down the sides, and it really helps it to loosen it up. And then once it's all kind of broken the seal with the water, then it will just slide out. And here it comes. You do sometimes just need to be a little bit patient and not panic too much. These things do just suddenly come out and it'll be fine. So, wow. Yeah, I was very impressed with the shape of the mould. I loved it, but I also loved the flowers in there. It was all so clear, and I'm going to give you a close-up now. Let's have a look. I really love the faceted edges on the corner, you know, like the edges, the corners, whatever you would call them. I think that gives such a subtle but beautiful detail. It's not just a plain rectangle or cuboid. It's really just that little detail makes so much difference. And the glitter in the bottom, I don't know if you can tell, but when I change the angles a bit, you can see different colours at the top, like pinky colours, and yeah, you can kind of see it from different angles, but it really does make a difference having that glitter at the bottom. So let's have another look on the turntable. So now I think you'll be able to see what I was saying about the glitter at the bottom and how it shows up at the top and plays with the light really nicely. Oh, I absolutely love this. What do you think? Isn't it gorgeous? So quick and easy and simple. I mean, it wasn't quick as far as waiting for it to cure. I left it for 2 days. But yeah, the actual work involved was minimal and the results are beautiful. So thank you, Moulds and Shapes. I absolutely love this mould, and I will put a link to it in my video description with the discount code. So if you would like to see another amazing new mould launched today, please pop over to Petra Gabrak's channel, where she will be making something absolutely stunning with a larger mould. I've actually seen the results and I couldn't believe my eyes. So pop over to her channel. Her video starts at 8 o'clock. That's if you're watching me live now. If you're watching this in a few days' time, just go over to Petra's channel and the video will be there. But yeah, go and have a look. You won't believe it. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching and bye for now.